Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What up? Big Kirk 916, getting down with Fresh Out. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the channel. Also, go to freshoutseries.com and get you some of that soap so you can wash that ass. I know your ball sack is funky, so you need to get some soap and clean that thing up. So go represent. Anyways, reparations, yeah, that's a joke, man. See, these black politicians, they keep having these rallies, these marches, talking about reparations. You know, we need to get what's due from what these people did, 100 years ago, 80 years ago, or however far back, 200 years ago. Our blood, sweat, and tears built this country. They built economic wealth off of the black community. They have legacies that were built on the bloodshed of black Americans. Well, they don't have no problem giving money to the foreigners, right? All it takes is a visit to the White House and, oh boy, you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say his name because it's going to affect the algorithm. He gets a paycheck. You don't get it, man. They clown us, man. They don't care. They laugh, man. They steady trying to pull us into another situation where we're at war, and now they can get rid of some of that stockpiled weaponry and justify spending more bread. But they ain't gonna spend it on you black folks. You black folks ain't getting a dime. They keep trying to give you little handouts, these little stimulus, these little PPP loans, and you think you ballin' buying Gucci and Louis, and you're flossing and you're buying Benzes and shit. Man, these people, man, they got so much money that what they give you, man, is not even a drop in the bucket, man. They don't even incorporate you into the budget when they talk about spending money for the country. We're what, 13% of the population? But we spend over 1 trillion? And you keep talking about they gonna give you something, man. These people ain't giving you shit. Unless you go and change your skin color. Go dye your hair, go change the way you look, and say you were from another country, you're from Europe, you ain't getting shit. Now, that's just real talk, man. That's real talk, They put all these distractions out here to keep us entertained. Yee over here talking crazy 1 minute, first he's trying to make a little sense, and then he gets really crazy. And then you got the Tory Lane, Megan Thee Stallion thing. It's all these little bullshit distractions, man. They got us in some just circular bullshit to keep us entertained while they steady spend money and send money to foreign aid that has nothing to do with the infrastructure over here. Not only for black people, for white people, European people, anybody that's American, anybody that's an actual citizen of this country. They're not doing shit. Homeless is out of control. They got crime that's ridiculous. You got companies and businesses shutting down because of the robberies and the loss of goods. And man, we steady sending money overseas. This game, man, it's a plot to pull us into another reset. And there hasn't been a war in quite some time. And from what I can see, they're prolonging what's going on over there now. We just sent one of their major hitters, free in exchange for a woman, not a trans, excuse me, what do you call it? I don't know, lesbian basketball player who is tied into a narrative. We just put a move down, and I guess they figured, hey, that'll satisfy these people for a little while, and we ain't got to worry about shit. And in the meantime, we gonna fly old boy over here and let him get some more bread. This just a joke, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna say, well, we gave you Brittany Griner, so be happy with that. All they're doing is dancing around the topic. There is going to be no reparations. If they were going to do it, they should have been done it. They just signed, what is it, $1.3 trillion spending budget for something else that they're going to incorporate all these other aids. I mean, literally, we're almost better to go across the border, back, say that you're from Cuba, say you're from Nicaragua, and you're going to get a paycheck, man. Real talk. White, black people, anybody. You go over there and come back, you're going to get a paycheck, man. You're going to get free health care, you get a paycheck. See, nobody wants to talk about this, man. They want to keep partying, doing all the stupid stuff. Yeah, you know, I like to have fun too. I try not to get too caught up in this social media stuff. But when it comes to real talk, I'm going to give you some real talk, man. And this is some real talk. I don't even have to dig deep to see the obvious, all the smoke screens, why they keep doing what they're doing, and it ain't benefiting nobody here in America. You're spending more money, and you aren't getting more for your dollar, you're getting less. We talking about energy costs, we're talking about gas prices, cost of food, and man, they steady sending money overseas, man, to people who we say we got to help, but we can't help our people here. We got how many homeless Americans here that need our help? Why aren't we working on building our infrastructure here? Not only for reparations, I'm just talking about our infrastructure. They keep talking about what they are gonna do. You got places that don't even have clean drinking water. But it don't matter because most of those people are black anyways. They got places where you got poor white people. They don't have access to things. Nobody talking about that either. You take some trips in some of these southern counties, poor people, they're white, they're living worse than what you see some black people living. At the end of the day, it's a word play. Reparations. They get it so much money, the people who are the faces of all this movement, and they entertain us to keep us satisfied for some time, and they go right back. And like I said, they're sending billions. They spent billions, bro, overseas. And what did you get? What did we get? How did it help us establish any financial wealth? We weren't given no land. We weren't given no resources. We weren't provided any trust accounts so that we can access and be able to live a better life. No, those people over there right now, man, they got, roughly 4 million Ukrainians going to Poland, and Poland's about to implode. They're having an economic crisis because they can't support all the immigration. And yet we're still, let's get real, man. What's the real issue here? We're not, on top of everything else we got going on, we're not gonna be able to fix that. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. They won't even fix what's going on here, but they're gonna lock your black ass up. Y'all gotta wake up, man. They work for the people, but we are working for them by being fools to what they tell us, which is straight bullshit. Reparations. You tell me what you think, man. Everybody, we're gonna have these meetings, and it's just a bunch of talk. Everybody talking. Talk. You leave, ain't nothing done. Nothing changes, man. I don't even go to those type of events because it's a waste of time. Cause you leave there, you get a pat on the back, you get your little brownie or whatever you want to get, man, but it's still the same shit. Come on, man. You want real change? It's not that hard, man, to make shit really happen. It's not that hard. These people sign things in a matter of a week or two when they really want the bread. But they ain't signing shit over to y'all. Wake up, man. Big Kirk 916, fresh out.
Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at freshoutseries.com.